A very wise woman told me, and I'll never forget this. She said, your direction is more important than your speed. But when she told me that, I needed to hear that. At that time, I was lost. I knew which way I wanted to go. I didn't know how to get there. What is going on, YouTube? We back here with another one, baby. Still out in Breakup. It's your boy, your brother in paradise. The Breakup ruins, actually. And I wanted to come as I make my way through all the Negros. Well, not all, but, you know, your boy getting around. You know, we wanted to go ahead and get through here, you know, because this is one of the historical sites of Negros Occidental. You know, so I wanted to go ahead and bring it to you live. And when you think about it, I know a lot of you guys that's back home that's watching this, a lot of, you know, people back home that's going through stuff. And when you actually really kind of break it down and you think about it, your life in ruins. You know, we out here in the ruins and your life is in ruin. You know, and I don't make these videos to show out of the do, you know, the flex or anything like that, but I make these videos basically to get information out. You know, because if I can do it, anybody can. Facts. And I promise you, I gave this a push, and I gave it a push like no tomorrow. You know, and that's only the first step that I'm actually trying to get done. You know, so like I said, if anybody can do it, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
There's a point.
I promise you that. You know, I'm not going to sell you guys out. You know, when you sit back and you think about it, all these relationships, all of these different women that we've been dealing with, all of these different things that's been going on back home, you know, that we sick and tired of. We literally sick and tired of dealing with these things. You know, I was too. I'd have been through 2 marriages, you know, multiple failed relationships. Hey, look, it's probably me at this point. You know, I'm not even going to lie to you. But when you think about it, you know, you never really know. You know, my bad for the noise in the background. You know, we got a little nice little secluded spot here, but we kind of close to the road. So, you know, it's I'm finna make it do what it do, baby. You know, but like I was saying, we tired, you know, especially as brothers. You know what I mean? We tired of the bull crap. We tired of having so much pressure on us. As a man, you have to be a protector. You have to be a provider. You have to be a problem solver. You know, you have to be the head of your family. You know, you have to do all of these things, and you gotta and look, these women are not letting up on us. They are expecting us to provide. They are expecting us to protect. They are expecting us to problem solve. You see what I'm saying? So when we are doing all of these things, and not only are we doing all of those things, and that's just in a relationship, that's just when we're at home. You know, we also have all of the problems that we have to deal with out in the world. You know, working, making income, you know, systematic racism for some of us, you know, that are, you know, the minorities. You know what I mean? We have so many different things that's going on that we have to deal with on a constant basis. Then we have to come home and it's part 2, you know, problem solving, this and that, you know, and stress. And look, they're not letting up on us. They're expecting us to do this, to do these things and to be perfect at it. You know what I mean? And with the movement that's been going on, with everything and how everything has been playing out, we've been getting tired of it for a long time. Now it's just starting to catch wind. It's just starting to catch traction. And now everybody's hearing about it and this and that because it's happening by the thousands. You know, we're not just talking about a couple hundred people that's getting their stuff and that's leaving and that's doing their thing. We're talking thousands and thousands of people at a time. You know, and like I said, we're tired of it. And if I can get out here, I promise you guys can too. You know, I'm not just some guy that was like ex-military or got a silver spoon, or I didn't have a lot of money. Like I quit my job. I got rid of my cars. I had everything. And like I told you in my last video, my whole life started to fall apart the closer that I got to this trip. You know, lawsuits against me, you know, investments drying up. I lost like over $10,000 to $15,000 in different investments, whether it be crypto or stock market. So you can't say, oh, that crypto stuff is nah, stock market too. You know what I mean? With these banks crashing, with all of this stuff that's going on, with all of this hatred that we got going on in our country. You can't even walk down the street and go to the grocery store without somebody coming in with an AK and killing everybody.
That's a cold hard fact.
Like, your life right now may be in ruins, but it will not always be that way. Once you start to change your mindset and realize what it is that you want out of life and start to write those goals and those objectives down and start to make your way towards those goals and objectives and start to write them off as you accomplish them, you will be able to make it to wherever it is that your dream has you at, whether it's the Philippines, whether it's Thailand, whether it's Colombia, whether it's the DR, it doesn't matter. where it is or what it is in life, once you start to focus and put those things in perspective and start to reprioritize your life and those goals, you will be able to make it to somewhere like this.
And I get an amen.
You will be able to make it to the Philippines, to Colombia, to wherever it is, whether you want that management position at your job, whether you want that fancy car, whatever it is. I'm just bringing it to you because this was my dream. And I finally accomplished it. Finally. And yeah, I had to sacrifice my soul in order to accomplish it. But guess what? I accomplished it because I never gave up. And the closer I got to success, the more all hell broke loose. So like I said, keep yourself focused. If you can keep yourself focused and keep yourself on the task to accomplishing those goals and those objectives. And I'm not saying just write out like 15 or 20 of them and then overwhelm yourself. Start with 2 or 3 at a time. Knock out 2 or 3 at a time and then boom. Okay, you knock that one off. Because here's one thing that a very wise woman told me, and I'll never forget this. She said, your direction is more important than your speed. But when she told me that, I needed to hear that. At that time, I was lost. I knew which way I wanted to go. I didn't know how to get there. I was so focused on everybody else that was getting out here, that was doing all this stuff, that was getting their things and getting their goals accomplished, that I had already defeated myself before I even started. And I don't want that to happen to you guys because I had to, like I said, I had to reprioritize what was important in my life. I had to figure out what it was that I wanted, and then I had to sit down and figure out how I can accomplish that. Not 10 steps at a time, but step by step. And like I said, what she told me really changed my life because when you think about it, social media and everything around you has you prioritizing other things in life that's not important. All right, y'all boys, boy, we had to cut that one, man. I'm not gonna lie. I've been working on drinking as much water as I can. But anyways, like I was saying, social media, the TV, the Netflix, everything all has our priorities messed up. And this is why that was the first thing that I had to cut out of my diet. Because, I'm a big boy. I'm going to give it to y'all boys like diets. The first thing that I had to cut out of my diet was Netflix, Hulu, the news. And I love the news. That's how you can tell I'm an old man now. I love the news. The Netflix, Hulu, the news, social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I had to cut those things out of my diet. You know why? Because everybody else's priorities cannot be your own. You have to sit down and come up with your own priorities in order to make it and achieve the goals that you are trying to achieve. If you cannot realize what is important in life, what is the most important in life, then you're never going to make it anywhere.
True.
This is why I had to cut those things out of my diet. This is why I had to stop listening to all of the things that my friends was telling me and all of the things that they was doing, and that everybody else's race is not your own. You only have to focus on your race, and then you will be successful. Once again, it's your boy, a brother in paradise, and welcome to another day in paradise. Much love and respect. Peace.